Buddy alertwolf here to bring you another TV show review. Ooh, that's a TV show. That's right, this time I'm doing it on Ash versus the Evil Dead, episode 9. And you know what? The stupid thing is not giving me a title. Well, either way, it's episode 9, and this one is good. This is really good. There was a lot of interesting stuff that happened in this episode that you didn't expect. I didn't see coming. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is one of my favorite episodes of the season. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. I thought last week's episode, although a lot of stuff happened and major stuff happened, they slightly missed the mark on it, and I feel like this episode they really didn't have that issue. They did what they needed to do, and it was good. Now let me get right into it. We get cannon fodder. Obviously, the characters of the hikers come back, and you expected them to come back. And excuse me, sorry. And we get more into a decision, basically. Also, we get the death of Evil Ash, and we get the rise of a zombie main character, and we find out who the Xena character is. All of that and more of this week's episode. So let me get right into it. So the episode opens with the classic, shoot him, no, shoot me, oh, shoot both of us. And I love the subtle nuances that let them know which Ash to shoot. And they killed the evil Ash. And they're like, what happened? Now, there are so many references to Army of Darkness in the opening of this episode. It is not even funny. So, and that was specifically, there was one, he goes, well, my evil hand grew another me, same shit, different day type deal. Now, same shit because he's killed an evil version of himself, and he cracks jokes about dismembering himself again, like, oh man, there's so many jokes that they tossed in that opening that acknowledge Army of Darkness, like all of this shit. It's not the first time I fought evil me. So the hikers show up right as Ash is about to dismember the bodies, and so they want to stay over. And he's like, they're gonna get possessed, and I'm gonna have to kill them. They're like, well, we can't stay in the woods. No, that's a bad idea too. And Ash goes, no, there's a trail. Follow the trail. You should be able to get them out of there. So hikers leave under the care of Kelly and Pablo. Pablo finds out that Kelly's jealous, and that she told the hot little hiker chick that he had a girlfriend, and then Kelly explains it. Well, I'm sorry, I thought she's not good enough for you, and also it's not a good time because we're all gonna die. So shit like that. But you get the idea she's jealous because there was a moment they got scared and they held hands naturally, and she looked and she gave that look like, ooh. So there's something there. All right, so as Ash is dismembering himself, again, which is not the first time he's done that to himself, something interesting happens. Evil Ash's blood, which is essentially a dark version of him, I guess, hits the book. When it hits the book awakens and starts talking to Ash and is like, dude, you're my master, use me. And And he literally said, "Do you want to still be Superman or just go back to being normal? You know, you won't be Superman without me." Meaning all the shit that makes you you is fighting me, and once I go away, what are you gonna do? Great stuff there, folks. The book talking. I was like, holy crap, that was huge. Big moment, never happened. Digging it. But that distraction of the book allowed Amanda's Officer Fisher's corpse to rise again. The only thing that was weird about this is, you would think when Ash realized she had gone, he would have immediately gone after her, but he kind of didn't, unless she was moving really fast, because then she starts taking out the hikers, and she like punches the one girl in the gut, then she punches both her and her husband in the back of the head and puppets them, and we get some cool stuff out of it. Also, Xena's character is almost there. She ends up actually saving them, although Pablo's new girl, she takes a bad hit off a tree and her leg bone is now sticking out of her leg. Now, you know she may get possessed in the next episode because of this, but interesting, because she has the Kandarian dagger, she was gonna kill the whatchamacallit version, the Deadite version of Fisher, but she's like, tell me the truth, and she's like, we could still be together, and because there's some lesbian aspect to that, and Xena's like, oh yeah, but our time, now is not our time, and then due to a distraction, she is able to escape, and now we still have her Deadite self still running around. Then Xena dismembers the bodies, or Ruby dismembers the bodies, and she convinces them to go to Ash. And she's like, well, listen, Ash is an idiot. He's the cause of all this, but okay, maybe he's not doing it intentionally, but he's a freaking moron. So let's go. And they end up talking. Now, this is what I'm going to say about this. Ash and Lucy Lawless, or Bruce Campbell and Lucy Lawless, have been friends for years. Right? She married one of his buddies. They did from Hercules and Xena. They've been friends for years. They've worked together a long time, on and off, throughout those years. There's a familiarity about them. So when they're on scene together and they're arguing, there is a chemistry there that, although I thought everybody else's chemistry on the show was pretty good, that when they're on screen together and arguing over shit, their chemistry blows the other chemistry on the show kind of out of the water. It was just better. And it's nobody's fault. It's just because these professionals have worked together so long, on and off throughout the years, and they're friends in real life, that they've known each other for years, that they're just in sync better on screen, that chemistry is just there. And I felt it during that scene where they're arguing about what to do, because Ash went on a dream journey that told him to bury the book. She's like, well, somebody else is just going to find it, which kind of alludes to the other Evil Dead movie. So maybe still going to go that route. I don't know. At some point. But then she convinces him that, hey, you have to dismember the book and we're good. So Ash ends up going that route, even though Kelly has her reservations about it. And she's like, well, what you need to do is take the Kandarian dagger, and you have to cut the face off the book. On the books was like, no, I don't do it. And we surprised everybody because the book can talk. So he cuts the face off of the book and throws it away. And then all he has to do is hand her the book. And he has reservations about it, and he ends up doing it anyway. She chants some shit, reads some passages. She's like, the book is mine. And again, ha 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 ha. Everything's gone crazy. And she's like, I'm the one who wrote the book. So she's the book's creator. Then Pablo's necklace reacts to the fact that something wonky is going on with the cover of the book. When I saw it happening, I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna turn it into the mask. And sure enough, it attached itself to Pablo's face, and it became attached to him. All hell's breaking out, and that's how the episode ends. Really good, really high drama. Holy shit, I saw none of that coming, right? We knew Ruby was more than she seemed. Wouldn't have guessed she was the person that wrote it. I would just assume she was some sort of Deadite, right? High-end Deadite that retained her humanity somehow. That's what I thought she was. Didn't think she was this. Interesting. And what does she want to do with the book? Hell, she made the book, but the Deadites don't seem happy about it, and they don't want her to have the book, so she's not exactly on the Deadite side. Maybe she wants to rule them. Interesting stuff. Again, 5 out of 5. Absolutely love this episode. Cannon fodder was good. The timing was good. I mean, we just need to see some tree raping and some titty and shit, and this is everything you want out of an Evil Dead. So, wow. And the next episode is the last episode in the season, episode 10. I have no idea where that episode's going to go, but I am uber excited to see how they end it. And there's not much more to go into it. I mean, big, beefy episode, exactly right, and shocked the hell out of me. And it had that correct blend of humor and gore and everything else. So, alright, well, that's enough out of me because I talk too much. So click it up if you like it, comment if you must, subscribe if you can, and please, please, please share the video, help me grow the brand, and just share it with your buddies. And, sharing is caring, you know what I'm saying? Alright, this is your buddy Alert Wolf signing out.